That's what Flash does. He usually does a much tighter build than any other Terran player. But that's the usual type of style. Another type of style is Fantasy's type of play, which is similar but a lot more aggressive, especially with vulture drops and stuff like that. Fantasy's game is usually the harass game with vultures. I'm not saying that Flash doesn't harass with vultures, he definitely does, but it's not on the same level. He keeps more vultures by using them sparingly, so he has more for the gigantic ferret. Ferret, awesome. I'm gonna name that ferret. What should I name that ferret? I'm gonna name that ferret Flash. Why not? That could be bad luck for Pure, though. If that ferret is named Flash, he might lose this game. The ferret might go up and bite him in the shins. But, okay, Pure trying to push through the middle. He has plenty of Dragoons to fight back these vultures, but you got to be so careful about the mines. If one mine drags here, this could be over for him. I mean, just losing one little thing against Flash, and that could be it. Pure preparing all of his gateways, getting his base up the 10 o'clock position. Both these guys have been pretty defensive. We're going to see some massive, massive battles soon, because both are going to take one side of the map, which they've already done. Flash has taken the 5 o'clock. Pure hasn't really done anything about that. He's spotted it now, so he might go down to try to harass it a bit. But I don't think that's going to be successful. Flash already has a huge amount of reinforcements coming down, taking the high ground right next to that base. So the battle will be for the 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock positions. And, Pure running into mines. Got to get that observer out there. But at least he didn't lose the Dragoon. I'm remembering back to when Flash went up against Best on this map. I think it was a Pro League game. Either Pro League or MSL. Actually, might have been MSL, I'm not sure. But they went up against each other on this map. And Best, he was doing great. He had plenty of troops, had basically max number of troops, but they were fighting over the 12 o'clock position, and that's when Flash went for nukes. He got out nukes, put his ghost, right up there next to the 12 o'clock position. He kept nuking it, just nuked it until he could take it himself. So that's what we're dealing with on this map. Just ultimate. This map is very, very good for the ultimate Terran defense. And Flash is very good at that. So Flash, he hasn't won a lot of games on this map. Actually, he's lost quite a few on this map. Come to think about it, but mostly against Zerg, I think. Lost against Hiva earlier in this OSL on this map by going for mech. But going up against a Protoss player, I think he basically knows how to play right now. As Pure, I think Pure is going to try to take 12 o'clock and the 6 o'clock at the exact same time, so he can keep one of them and probably have to sacrifice another, because Flash, he sees the 12 o'clock, so he's probably going to work towards that 12 o'clock, try to take it down, but he might not be aware of the 6 o'clock at the same time. Maybe he's just thinking, well, he's expanding once. So Pure, he's moving in, he's got to do a stasis here, block the choke, Pure, excellent! Excellent job from Pure blocking that choke, and Flash going to have to force to siege right next to that ridge so he can't move down with all of his troops. That was brilliant, brilliant play from Pure. I've seen him go for that same type of strategy against Lita on not Eye of the Storm, Great Barrier Reef, I think, or variations of it, El Nino. The tank actually moving around a bit. SCV's like, get out of the way. Get out of my way, tank. Pushing the large crystallized tank away. Okay, Pure, he's taken both bases. He has both bases up and running now, 12 o'clock and the 6 o'clock, as he took down the 5 o'clock as well. So he's put himself in a wonderful position, but he put himself in a wonderful position last game, too, and just got completely stomped. So play defensively, Pure. If you play defensively, you're going to win this game, taking both these bases like this. But even more mines coming in, dragging into more Dragoons. That's not good for Pure. And now tanks are moving up to this position at the 12 o'clock, too. So Flash might be able to get rid of this base. But like I said, putting down both those bases guarantees that one of them, at least one of them, will survive this attack. Flash positioning himself. Oh, trying to get away with that tank, but he does not. Gets completely destroyed by that cannon. Now Pure losing a bunch of troops to mines. If Pure runs into this mine field right here, he might lose all of his troops. He's in there with an observer, though, so he's going to know to snipe those with Dragoons, doing his best to fight off the vultures up here. The vultures killing almost all the probes. So Flash got some nice economic harassment up there, but Pure got some nice economic harassment earlier too, down at the 5 o'clock position. So maybe Pure can pull a GGPlay. Oh no. As soon as I say that, the cybernetics core is spinning. So yep, going to see carriers out for Pure. And that's in a scoutable position too. If Flash scans inside the main, he's going to see the carriers coming his way. Pure, what did I tell you earlier? I don't think he listened to me. But, Godspeed, Protoss man. We'll see if he actually can defeat Flash with carriers. He already took down one base, so that puts him kind of in a better position to do this. Go for carriers. But he's got to put down some cannons at the 6 o'clock position and keep his army basically running from the 12 o'clock to the 6 o'clock, just back and forth to protect these bases. He doesn't have any cannons down at the 6 o'clock yet, but he does have some at his 12 o'clock, so that's going to make it easier to defend against the Vulture harass. The Vultures are very good on this map just because, well, there's a little bit of a choke at each of the bases, but a very wide choke, so the Vultures can just run right by. And let's see if we see a bunch of Goliaths out for Flash soon. I think we will see it soon. Knowing Flash, he always knows just when to scan. And he's upgrading something at his machine shop. That's going to be Charon boosters for the Goliath, so I think he did scout this coming his way. I think he did. I don't see a lot of Goliaths out yet, but he's getting most of his tanks out first just to be able to defend. And now we're going to see the Goliaths start to come out for Flash, so he knows these carriers are coming. But will he be able to fight them back? I'm not so sure about that, because Pure does have 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock, very comfortably mining. Some more Stargates coming out for Pure, so he is going all in with these carriers. Not using the carriers as a supplement for the ground troops, really, but he's going to go straight carriers and try to win this with mostly carriers, pushing this the high ground plateau, doing his best. He got to go out with the speed lots first, though. Hammering down the tanks, but there is a defensive matrix on one of those tanks, so Flash, I think he is going to mostly hold this. He does have tanks on the low ground, and he has reinforcement tanks coming in, so he will be able to clean this up, but it's probably going to cost him a lot doing it. Might cost him a lot of Goliaths too, so Pure taking this battle in the middle. He's just got to keep most of his Dragoons alive, because he did take this battle, but he's got to be careful, not let the mines drag into anything. As Flash has positioned himself right next to that 6 o'clock base trying to take down the Nexus. So Pure losing probably more troops than he wanted to there. Reinforcements coming in to clean this up. Another defensive matrix of a tank. So Pure actually losing everything there, but he does have carriers on the way. As long as he can... Well, he does have one Arbiter too to protect the carriers a bit. But Flash, I'm pretty sure he caught on to that. But I don't see the Goliaths for Flash. I don't see the Goliaths coming out right now to fend this off. So maybe I doubt he would wait to get Goliaths out, because the larger the amount of carriers that are out there, the harder it is to fight off, no matter how many Goliaths you have. There is a threshold there when you get enough carriers to just kill any number of Goliaths, and that's very scary for a Terran player when that happens. But Flash, look at the ground army for Pure consists of a single Dragoon. Well, never mind, there's a small army out there for Pure. Still pumping these carriers. That's going to be scouted soon enough by Flash, so I'm thinking that Pure probably should reveal his carriers soon. He has about three carriers. As soon as he has his fourth, that's when he should reveal these carriers, because he'll be able to kill the 5 o'clock position with the carriers. He's losing a lot of economy up here at the 10 o'clock. He does have the cannons in to protect this base, but he's losing... here comes... is this going to be a carrier recall? The recall backing off from Pure. I thought for sure that was going to be a carrier recall. That would have been so epic. So epic! But the carrier's in position. Let's see what Pure decides to do with them. He could definitely do a carrier recall inside the main or something, kill those production buildings, kill the factories, and stop the Goliath production, because I don't see a lot of Goliaths out for Flash, believe it or not. He knows about the carriers now, and he's going to lose a lot of tanks at the front. But Flash is the one doing an excellent job at killing bases. He already took down the 6 o'clock, and he's going to take out the 12 o'clock as well. There's no way that Pure is going to be able to defend this fast enough. So that's 2 bases down for Pure. He's going to be tied at bases, but he did have a lot of mineral intake. He has quite a few minerals in the tank to get the interceptor count up. Plus the Arbiter in for Pure as well, so that's going to help out the carriers even more.